पार्वती पते हर महादेव। शंकर बोल, हर 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 महादेवा शंभो शंकर बोल। बोल शंकर 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 बोल, हर 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 महादेव शंभो शंकर बोल। बोल शंकर शंकर बोल, हर 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 महादेवा शंभो शंकर बोल। बोल शंकर शंकर बोल, हर 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 महादेव शंभो शंकर बोल। शिव 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 सदा शिवा शंभो शंकर बोल। शिव 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 सदा शिवा शंभो शंकर बोल। हर 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 महादेवा शंभो शंकर बोल। हर 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 महादेव शंभो शंकर बोल। हर हर महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे हर हर हर। शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर। People's homage to the homage to the Supreme, infinite, eternal, all-transcending, non-dual, supracosmic divine reality. Loving adorations and prostrations to revered and beloved Holy Master Gurudev Swami Chidanandaji Maharaj. It is a happy coincidence that the inauguration of unbroken chant of the sacred Mahamantra, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That has been going on in the bhajan hall since the past 60 years, and therefore to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee year of this unbroken chant, a special 60 days of group chanting has been organized, and that inauguration happens to be a Sunday. The coincidence lies in this fact that Sunday we observe as the day specially kept apart for offering our salutations, special salutations and adorations to the Sun God, Surya Narayana Bhagavan. We in the human world offer special reverence to the Sun God, because without him our world will be in darkness. Imagine a day when the sun will not rise. Don't think that even without the sun, somehow already there is a light. We can walk, we can go, do vyavahar, go about. This pre-sunrise light also is there because of the fact that sunrise is approaching. Even this light is due to the sun only. As sunrise approaches, even before sunrise, pre-sunrise light is also due to the sun, and it is called the dawn. And in the Vedas, even this pre-sunlight dawn has been hymned. There are hymns in the Vedas saluting the dawn. By the name Usha, Ushakal. Before the sunrise comes dawn, the skies turn pink, and as sunrise approaches, pink rays shoot out, and they called it the fingers of the dawn. She is like an open palm of the hand with fingers radiating in all directions. The pink hand of dawn, because hand has got fingers radiating on all sides. The pink hand of dawn has appeared in the east. Lo, behold, soon afterwards will come that brilliant being, the bright being, whose chariot is drawn by a charioteer who has no legs. For some reason, they picture the sun god, a bright Surya Narayana Bhagavan, coming in a chariot, east to west, drawn by 4 horses. And the charioteer who is manning this chariot has no legs up to the knees. Even the knees he does not have. Therefore, one of the terms by which he is known is Anuru Sarathi. Anuru Sarathi. His Sarathi is Anuru. His charioteer has no legs. And the coincidence is precisely this. Suryanarayana Bhagavan, our sun god, brings us from darkness to light. The divine name of God precisely does the same thing, or does precisely the same thing. From the darkness of ignorance, we come to the divine light of illumination. Because the name is one of those tattvas of Bhagavan that takes us beyond, if chanted, if practiced with devotion, persistent, takes us beyond the darkness of ajnana and bestows upon us the light of Brahmajnana, Atmajnana, and liberates us forever from this wheel of birth and death and rebirth. It is a liberating influence. Jnanaprada, that is his function. We are all bound in this human world, this wheel of birth and death, because of ajnana. If you attain Atmajnana or Brahmajnana, afterwards no more coming back here, into this vale of tears, into this sphere of sorrow, this human world. We attain illumination. We attain enlightenment and go beyond birth and death. We attain Kaivalya Moksha. Therefore, Gurudev has specially written a book on this path of attaining enlightenment and liberation through the practice of the divine name, he wrote a special book called Japa Yoga. Japa Yoga. Kaliyuga kevala nama adhara. They said, at the turn of the third yuga into fourth yuga, as we say century and millennia and all that, millennium, our orthodox tradition has got the passage of time through Krita, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. And it came to be known to Narada the sage that in Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Bhagavan himself took incarnation. With this form he came into the human world. Krita Yuga he came as Nrsimha Bhagavan in order to give his darshan to his child devotee Prahalada. Treta Yuga he came as Sri Ramachandra. And it is very interesting. Ramachandra has worshipped Suryanarayana Bhagavan, who was his Kuladevata, because Rama was born in the line of kings whose Kuladevata was Suryanarayana, sun god. Dasharatha and all ancestors, Dasharatha's father, Dasharatha's grandfather, Dasharatha's great-grandfather, Dasharatha's great-grandfather's father, they all belong to the Ravikula. See, the royal dynasty whose special object of worship, special form of worship was Ravi or Surya, Suryakula. Raghukula is Suryakula. Raghu from point of view of ancestor, but Kula from the point of view of so much so that Lord Rama invokes the grace of sun god Surya Narayana Bhagavan at a time when he is confronted by Ravana in Lanka, where Rama had gone with his brother Lakshmana and a host, an army of monkeys belonging to Sugriva, in order to bring back his abducted wife, the chaste incarnation of purity, Mother Sita. She had heard about the strength and the might and the valor and the power, the martial power of Ravana. But he had not imagined how it would be. But when he actually confronted Ravana, Ravana was a very big, a great personality. And for a moment, Rama's heart looked like failing him. It trembled. He was in trepidation. And at that moment, the gods realized, here Rama has come on a mission. He is to destroy Ravana. And when he is confronting him, if trepidation takes place, what will happen? Disaster. Therefore, they invoke God. He sends sage Agastya. And Agastya arrives at the spot, draws near to Rama and said, look here, Prince Rama, Dasarathapatra, don't fear. Don't allow your heart to fail you. Come, come. Offer worship to Suryanarayana Bhagavan, your Gurudev, to this hymn. Rama in one place is called, he is beautiful like the moon, full moon. Therefore he is called Ravikula Soma. Soma means the moon. Ravikula Soma. And Agastya initiates him into a special hymn. And the hymn is named the Heart of the Sun. Heart of the Sun. Aditya Hridaya. Aditya Hridaya Stotra. Praise the Sun God through this hymn. Because he had been fighting and fighting and fighting. And there seems to be no end to this fight. Tato yuddha parishrantam samare chandraya stitam ravanam sagrato dishtva yuddhaya samupastitam. In this condition, when tired after many days of battle, and in this, when one is tired, you see, one does not have the same, what they call in Hindi, in North India, himmat. Himmat हारने जैसा परिस्थिति आ गया. Faint-heartedness. Then Agastya comes and introduces him, initiates him into this special stotra, Aditya Hridaya. And after having chanted this, all Rama's faint-heartedness leaves him, and once again he becomes courageous, brave, strong of heart, and then continues the battle and destroys Ravana. And Such is the greatness of the sun that Bhagavan Narayana, incarnated Rama, himself has worshipped sun through this hymn. So you can imagine the greatness of this aspect of divinity. It liberates us from the darkness of night and gives upon us the light of day. In the same way, the name, the chanting of which for 60 days you are going to inaugurate just now in the bhajan hall, liberates us from the darkness of ajnana, spiritual ignorance, by bestowing upon us the light of spiritual wisdom, so that we may be liberated from this wheel of birth and death. That is the coincidence between these two tattvas, Sun God and divine name. Sun God liberates the world, the human world, this planet Earth, from the darkness of night and brings us into the light of day, where alone all purushartha is possible, action is possible, achievement is possible. Between these two, as the Sun God does this, the divine name liberates us from the darkness of ajnana and bestows upon us the enlightenment, the illumined condition of Brahmajnana and liberates us forever from the wheel of birth and death. Achievement is possible. It is a coincidence that happens to be on Sundays. Divine name